In this presentation, you will be shown examples of some of the online mapping tools which are GIS-based applications that have been developed and are used by Nottingham City Council. These online tools have been developed for a variety of different users and customers using GIS data. They provide a series of tools that can be used to map and analyse a variety of different datasets. The main GIS software used at Nottingham City Council is called ArcGIS. However, as only a limited number of employees have access to ArcGIS licenses, there is a great need for a range of different online mapping tools. Nottingham City Council's GIS team has therefore built a number of online mapping tools so all users can access GIS layers and data and gain access to some of the functionality that GIS offers from either Citrix Home or their PCs without the need for dedicated GIS software. These online mapping tools provide access to different datasets, provide different and specific functionality, and are available at different levels of complexity and detail. Some applications have been developed for internal use only, whereas others are outward-facing for use by the public and working partners for Nottingham City Council. These tools are used extensively around the city for a variety of reasons. Examples of their use include producing simple maps, for address searching, identifying the location of facilities, navigating around the city, viewing historical mapping data, outlining potential development sites, and as shown here for gritting routes. It is through these online mapping tools that the GIS team support the dissemination of GIS data within Nottingham City. The GIS team are continually developing additional online applications and extending the functionality that is available as the technology enables the team to do so. One of the key online mapping tools that has been developed and is extensively used is Nomad. Nomad provides Nottingham City Council users internal GIS mapping and can be accessed from the home page of the intranet. Nomad gives all employees access to GIS layers and address data. It can be found from quick links, Nomad GIS Maps. As the application opens, it will ask you to accept the terms and conditions, and once you have accepted this, you will have access to the mapping site. Once the Nomad online mapping application has opened, it gives all Nottingham City Council employees access to a vast amount of data layers which are available through the site. These are categorised into themes. The site has a number of tools: zoom tools for navigating around a site, selection tools for carrying out selection queries, for example how many schools within a ward, drawing and measuring tools to add in polygons and points and annotation to the map. The site enables you to print or create exports of maps as well. It contains both aerial and historic mapping. It is widely used across the city, and a comprehensive help guide and videos are available from the Nomad site. Nottingham Insightmapping is similar to Nomad Insightmapping, except it has been branded for Nottingham Insight, our information sharing website containing data for Nottingham and its surrounding districts, and it is available to users external to Nottingham City Council. To access the application, open www.nottinghaminsight.org.uk, hover over the Tools tab and select Insightmapping. One of the key differences between the internal and external mapping application is that more layers will be available internally. For example, the geology layer is only available to internal users due to copyright restrictions. Any layers that are only available internally are flagged up on the site as for internal use only. The GIS team at Nottingham City Council are continually developing business-specific online tools. These are online applications that use GIS data and are aimed at a particular target audience. These specific tools are available via the Nottingham City Council homepage. The internet address is www.nottinghamcity.org.uk. nottinghamcity.gov.uk. This takes you to the My Nottingham homepage. The huge array of services that are provided by the Council are listed on the left, so users can search for information and make use of a service directly online. The first business-specific application that we will look at is the My Property application. This provides a comprehensive listing of local services, dates for refuse collection, councillor details, schools, youth services, and is aimed at local residents wanting to find out more about their area. To access the My Property application, users simply click on Search for Local Services from the home page on the left-hand side. The first screen for the Search for Local Services asks you for a postcode or partial address. Clicking on the Search for My Property button gives a full list of addresses to choose from. Once an address is chosen from this list, the next screen identifies the address on a map and provides details of some of the key services that have been mentioned, such as refuse collection, councillors and catchment school. Another specific business online mapping tool is for gritting routes. With the harsh winter in 2010, a need to identify the location of all the gritting routes both within the city and the county was identified. Again, the application is available via the main Nottingham City Council website, My Services, Transport, Roads and Pavements, under Winter Road Maintenance. This gritting routes application is a useful tool for members of the public who may, for example, want to locate a grit bin. It is also useful for internal members of staff wanting to determine whether to close a school during the harsh, icy winter. Another online tool which uses GIS data and is available from the internet is the Find a School Near Me. This application is again targeted at local residents looking to find out which schools are within their vicinity. From the Nottingham City Council homepage, access to the application is available on the left-hand side via the Find a School listing. The application is designed to be very simple to use. Users simply type in a school name, child's age, type of school or the postcode. A list is returned dependent on the criteria that has been entered, with a link, click on View, to each of the listed schools' details, such as the address, phone number and head teacher. This presentation has briefly outlined that GIS data layers are used widely throughout services that are provided by Nottingham City Council. Access is provided through a range of specific online mapping tools and applications that address specific queries and criteria. The online mapping tools that have been outlined in this presentation are only a selection that are available to members of Nottingham City Council, its partners and residents of the city.